Hello everyone, this is the Kia EV4 Fastback, not most efficient, but the EV4 with the highest range. And I want to do a range test. I do it in quotes. It's 110 kilometers an hour. I just did the 130 test, and now I want to do 110 because not everyone is driving 130, and maybe you can also see it as a mix between country and highway driving. But also, I'm not doing a full test, because in my 130 test we drove really far, and I think 110 could be almost 600 kilometers, and I'm not gonna drive that. So I'm gonna drive 2 hours and we're gonna see the consumption and then calculate the range. Car has 17-inch wheels, heat pump, but we don't need that today. AC, I charge to 80%, maybe even less, to 60%, and then we go. I am on my way again, and I'm trying to drive 114 to 115 to get GPS speed 110, charge to 60%. It has 25 degrees out there. I'm in normal mode, not in eco. I'm not in driver only. The AC on 21.5 degrees, and it's comfy in here, and I can see that the battery is being cooled with 1.6 to 1.7 kilowatts, so it's hot after charging. Yeah, this is how fast and close the cruise control slows you down when you are close to a car. Yeah, on this run I surely have to accelerate a few times and then slow down because I have to pass. And then there are 1,000 cars coming from the back. That's just how it is. Otherwise I'm stuck behind someone, or it's dangerous. I used 10% of the battery, drove 53.6 kilometers, so 536 kilometers if this is correct. Let's see what our power meter says. Well, this is just because I was just peeing, so this is a new one. So we can take the percentage, but what the power is taking. Battery cooling is over. AC is taking 800 watts. That's okay. Our consumption looks good too, with 15.6 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I started vlogging on my third channel, Behind the Battery. So everything that happens around the car, or if I get new info about something really awesome, subscribe and watch. I turned around and it was a tiny bit over 100 kilometers that I've driven. I haven't driven exactly an hour, that's in 2 minutes. But very close. The next exit will be a bit too far, that's why. I navigated back to the charger, and as we know with Kia, it thinks I arrive with 14%, so it thinks I'm still doing 125 or something, what it takes for the navigation as a normal speed, and I'm doing 110 in reality, so this is just incorrect. Will take longer. It will take us almost an hour, so the time is wrong, and we arrive with 18 to 20% I'm estimating. But the drive is nice. I need the AC. It's now 30 degrees outside. It's nice in here, not too cold, not too warm. I like it. and we almost have an hour, and then our average speed is at around 105, 104. But the trip is a bit off, so let's say 106. It's not amazing, but with the construction zones in a short trip, that's also understandable. But very nice. On my way back, the consumption is going down, which is great. I just calculated the range and get to 522 kilometers of range, from 430 with 130 to 522. I was expecting a bit more, and I'm now arriving at the charger with 16%, and it still thinks I need 24 minutes for 48 kilometers. I can't calculate right now if this is correct. Yeah, stupid construction zone was long and annoying. 11 or 12 kilometers in each direction. Only 31 kilometers to go. And a thing that I noticed with the EV4 that I had last week with the small battery is you get warnings when your state of charge is low, totally normal, but it's at a different state of charge depending on the battery, which is good. So in this car, you get the warning at 20% and then at 10%. And with the small battery, the 58, this is the 81, you get it at 25% and 15. It's really nice. I like that. At, for example, MEB platform, all cars from Volkswagen have it on 20%, and then 10% a bigger warning, and it's with all the battery size. It doesn't matter. Do you want to charge for free? Of course you do. And how can you do that? With Andcharge. Andcharge is an app. You install it on your phone, and when you are at a charger, you rate the charger and give some information about the charger. Is there a restroom? Can you get food? Is a playground? Or anything else? And for this, in Andcharge, you get kilometers and stars. And these you can exchange for charging credit. Use the link in the description below to get 20 kilometers to start with. I arrived with 21%, and this is my driving data. So I calculated the range and get to 515 kilometers. Not perfect conditions, the weather is amazing, but stupid traffic and construction zones, and I had to go through them a lot. So it was a lot of kilometers in construction zones, and the drive was amazing. It's extremely hot, and I want to get home. If you want to compare range results, there's a link in the description below where you can see all my results for all my tests and also my long distance trip tests. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1. But that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.